Unfortunately, I don't know how I got this job, but
Thank you so much for that spirited start to our live feed this afternoon. Normally, former Core Fellow and glass artist extraordinaire Corey Pemberson would be playing the glass horn, but since Corey is in LA, current Core Fellow and glass artist extraordinaire Sarah Beth Post stepped in today. I don't know, Corey, you may have a co-host next year. Thank you all for joining us from your living rooms, dining rooms, offices, decks, or backyards for this 35th annual benefits auction and our first ever virtual event. So many of you joined us yesterday for Corey's Zoom cocktail party. Even with the challenges of the power outage, it was a great evening and a lot of great fun. It was really wonderful to see all the familiar faces. Yesterday, we closed the silent auction of the 157 pieces, and I'm very happy to report that so far, we have raised $214,095 for Penland. Thank you to everyone who participated and who were successful in your bidding. Now, you do know if you were not successful, there are more ways to support the Penland artists and the Penland School. Head over to the website, the gallery website, and you will see over 1,500 unique items for sale. Now we're about to open up bidding on the last 20 artworks, including those made by our featured artists. And while the bidding is going on, our hosts will be here to tell you a little bit about the artists and the artworks. If you're hosting a properly physically distanced auction party at home, take pictures and post them on social media. Make sure you tag us. We have a little surprise for the best party picture. Post it on Instagram or Facebook. So sit back and enjoy some lively fun from our improvised production studio here in Northlight. Bid high, bid often, and let's raise more money for Penland. Let me introduce you to our fabulous hosts, Jessie Miller and Sarah Beth Post. Thank you.
good afternoon, everyone. I am Jessie Miller here with Sarah Beth Post here. We're going to be your host today. So honored to be here at Penland and on national television. And going to tell you a little bit about our auction before we get started. And so for some rules of engagement. Before we get started, I want to explain how this is going to work. This is very, very important, so please pay attention. If you're watching me right now, then you found the link to the YouTube stream where I'm going to present each piece of art and tell you when to start bidding. We also sent you a text message and email with your link to the bidding page about an hour and a half ago. Bidding is in the same place you've been bidding all week for the silent auctions. It's also the same link we sent you for the silent auction. If you cannot find your link, you can call our tech support team and they will send it again. Since the watching and bidding are happening in two different places, you can use two devices, for instance. Watch me on your computer and bid on a phone or a tablet. Or if you know how, you can open up two windows on your computer side by side. Okay, so a few things to know about today's bidding. Please keep in mind there's a delay between this video stream and the bidding activity you'll see on the bidding page. So it takes just a bit longer for me to reach you across the internet. So if you are actively bidding on a piece, which I know you will be, make sure to focus on the bidding platform. It's very important because it's possible the bidding could start before you even hear my cue for that, due to that delay. There is no option to place a max bid. You will not receive any outbid notifications. This is as live as it gets. So just keep bidding and don't worry about how much money you're spending. Right now, all of the live auction pieces are in preview. Now, once I state this piece is open for bidding, that's your cue, and that's when you just start clicking. You'll need to refresh your screen via that button there, and you'll see the piece open. The quickest way to refresh is just to click that symbol on the device that you're bidding with. And then the home button is how to return to the main list of art when we move on to the next piece. Once the piece is open, I want to see the bids going. I mean, just excitement. Feel the energy that you would feel if you were here together with us all. When the bidding slows and it looks like we're down to the final bidders, if you're actively bidding, I'm going to ask you to return your attention to the bid platform and focus on making your final bids. You'll see a timer set, and that's how long you'll have left to bid. Now, because that delay in the video varies based on your internet provider, I won't be able to call the bids at the end. It's possible you may see the timer set before you hear me make the announcement. That's why it's very important to focus on the bidding page while you are actively bidding. And you can rest assured those who are not bidding are cheering you on. And so are we. So, shall we get started?
Let's do this. Jesse, I think this first piece is giving us the side eye.
Well, if there's any side eye I'd like to get, it would be from Lauren. The hand-built bird on the lid of this beautifully thrown jar by Dan Finnegan. Why don't you tell us about Dan, SB?
Well, Dan trained at Winchcombe Pottery in England in the late 1970s and has been making pots professionally for 40 years. He has been an instructor at Penland since 1997 and was most recently here in fall of 2019.
This work is wood-fired and salt-glazed stoneware. It is loosely based on the Martin Brothers' Wally Birds. This piece is open for bidding. Don't forget to refresh your page like we said and start bidding away. You should see it open here, and then now you may bid and go for it.
Right.
And there we go, now it's rolling.
Our first bid in for the day.
Got bidder number 511 has entered an interesting increment. I love that. So the goal really here is, I think, is to get everything we can to market value. So I think you and I should place a bet, and you choose your favorite bidder, and I'll choose my favorite bidder, and whoever
Okay.
wins owes the other one $5.
All right, $9.25 came in first, so I'm with you, $9.25.
Well, I'll let you know my favorite bidder once they win.
Okay, that'll work too.
All right, and there we go. A lot of great action. We're above market value. Let's keep it
right.
going, guys. Remember, this is all to help Penland continue on in such a wonderful way that they have. There we go. Look at 1,020. A four-digit bid number. A four-digit bid number. That's really exciting.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, it looks like we're down to our final bidders in that first piece, and that was very quick and exciting, and a lot of things going very well. So if you are actively bidding, focus your attention on the bidding page and really look at that closing timer and bid 7 or 8 more times if you can. While those bidders are making their final bids, we're going to introduce the next artist and keep it rolling. So please click the home button, go to the next piece, and take it away, SB.
All right, the next piece we have, package 502, is Bibba Schutz. Bibba Schutz is a studio artist based in New York City. Bibba's work is influenced by her urban environment where she explores space, shadows, and nature. We were delighted to have her teach here at Penland in 2016 and to have her work represented here today.
Wired by Many is part of a series of brooches and necklaces that are about the relationship and illusion of space, weight, and tension. The steel allows tension and weightlessness, while the dark metal defines movement and form. Made of steel, sterling silver, bronze, and copper, this piece is open for bidding. So refresh your screens and let your fingers loose on your mouse or touch screen, depending on the device that you have. It should be going now. There we go.
Okay,
175
our first
is already
bid
in
is
and out.
in.
Is it 175?
$175.
All right, and you would think, I mean, I really feel empowered wearing this.
I hope you do.
And I would think that, I mean, I may be making the brooch look worse, but I think it's making me look great.
You are looking fantastic, and I have to say I've been doing research on Bibba recently,
Have you?
and all of her work is fantastic. So if you're out there bidding right now, this is definitely one to grab.
All right, well, it wears really well. All right, guys, let's bid away. And there we go, all right. So it looks like we're getting down to our final bidders here. So if you are actively bidding, make sure to go in and click one more $1,000, and so you can feel great about yourself in Penland. And then we will move on, focus on the bidding timer as this item is getting ready to close, and we'll introduce the next artist. But before we do, may I say something? I'd like to congratulate bidder 1020 for winning Lauren by Dan Finnegan for a total bid price of $644.54.
Woo!
Congratulations and thank you.
Awesome. All right. Next, we have package 503, most widely known to the Penland community as that gal who taught people to make eyeglasses in fall of 2001. Her Penland experience eventually led her to her current photography practice. Our next piece by Deb Stoner, titled Tulip and Helleber, is from the series A Year in the Willamette Valley. It is a still life photograph from early spring where tulips and hellebers are among the earliest blooms.
Last fall, Deb exhibited work with Shane Farrow in the Focus Gallery here at Penland. However, this is her first time donating to the annual benefit auction, giving you the opportunity to support Penland and hang this lovely work of art on your wall. This piece is opening for bidding, so refresh your screens and bid away. Deb's still life photographs of flowers are created on a flatbed scanner. It's an uncomplicated tool that offers great creative options and challenges in working with flowers that actively fade as she works with them.
I really love the stained maple frame this photograph is in.
And I don't think you're the only one. If you'll notice how many bidders we have going already.
Okay, this one is for $417. I see them.
Yeah.
They want this.
417 is getting after it, and they're my best friend right now. I really like 417, and I'm voting for them.
Yeah, I think
Look
they're
at them
voting
go.
for
That
Penland.
is wonderful, wonderful, and it's really great when we can get these values to market value for these artists. They've donated these works and you all know how much time and energy goes into that. So what a wonderful, wonderful thing, and I think we're starting to
Fantastic.
slow down to our final bidders. You guys make sure to focus on your bid platforms. Look at that bidding timer and get your last bids in before it closes. And we're going to move on to the next artist. But first, may I please announce that Wired by Many by Bibba Schutz was won for a price of $789.36 by bidder number 807. Congratulations.
Woo! Okay, now we have package 504, this lovely piece right here. Alex grew up near Penland and was inspired by the creative environment nurtured by his parents, glass artists William and Catherine Bernstein. The beautiful surroundings of the Blue Ridge Mountains, as well as his access to many of the artists of the American Studio Glass movement, played an important part in Alex's inspired upbringing. After teaching for a number of years, Alex returned to the mountains in 2007 to set up a studio and focus on creating his sculptures full-time.
Alex is a great supporter of Penland and has donated work to the Penland Benefit Auction each year for the past 17 years. His cast, carved, and polished glass sculptures provide the viewer with intimate narrative landscapes drawn from light, form, and color. Known for graceful organic shapes and vivid colors with irregular jagged surfaces, Alex creates abstract forms that are powerful and dramatic. Gold Reach is no exception. This piece is open for bidding, so remember to refresh your screens. And this would be if we were all together, if I may go off script, where SB and I would look you in the eye as you're starting to bid, especially you there on the couch, and we would say, this piece is open for bidding, And now let's go. How about them? $1,000 bid, now two, $2,000 bid, and a three to go to a $3,000 bid. Anybody bid? Can you see them? Come on, talk to me now. Three now, four to go to $40, $5,000 bid. Come on, bid to me now. How about you guys? $7, $800 bid, $899, $1,000 bid, 11, here now, 12. That's what I would say to you. And then you would bid with your mouse in response. All right, so that's very exciting. And I think we're getting down to our final bidders here. Thank you guys very much as we move along.
Okay.
Okay, remember to focus on that closing timer. Now, last year, we began a new tradition of featuring 3 Penland artists who kept craft current through a mix of tradition and innovation. These artists exemplify the values at the heart of Penland programming. And this year, we are proud to feature Annie Evelyn, Dan Neville, and Tara Locklear. And just before you tell them all about Andy and her wonderfulness, I'd like to congratulate bidder number 417. I knew it was going to be you, for a winning bid of $2,026.84, which I might say if I was doing that in a live auction would be very hard to say, for winning Deb Stoner's Tulip and Hellebore. Congratulations.
Woo! Fantastic. All right. So the first of our 3 artists, Annie Evelyn, is a leader in our field as a designer and maker, educator, and community builder. She uses furniture, and especially chairs, as familiar, interactive forms to spark laughter and surprise in those around her. You'll find traditional materials and techniques like wood, metal, and upholstery in her pieces, but you're also likely to discover unexpected ones. Paper flowers, Swarovski crystals, metal scales, and even tessellated fields of wood or metal tiles that appear hard but soften to the touch. Stay tuned for this short video about Annie.
Hi, my name is Annie Evelyn. I'm a furniture maker, Penland instructor, and this is my studio in the Penland Printing Building in downtown Spruce Pine. My dad lived up in Massachusetts, and I would go spend the summers with him, and he would go to work every day, so I would go to my grandmother's house, and my grandparents had owned old colony furniture, and so there was all this amazing furniture with tambour drawers, and she had this vanity that had a spinning chair in front of it, and inside was all her costume jewelry and makeup and pond screen. Subconsciously, when I later went to art school to become an artist, it made sense that I express myself through furniture because these things were the most valued objects in our home and because they had had such an important part of my imaginary play world. So humor has always been an important part of my work because it's an important part of my life as a person. It's how I process pain and struggle, and I was going through a particularly tough few years and started making this farting furniture and coin-operated vibrating tables. I curated an event called Rimshot about humor, and at the end of that show, people were just like standing around in a circle, like cheering the tables and like putting all the stuff that had just fallen off back up and like putting more and more quarters in. And I was just like, I can't believe people are this excited about furniture. How do I make people this excited about furniture forever? You know, it's just like, it felt so good. I was like, yeah! And I was like, I can't believe this is happening. I need to be able to not think about function, not think about reality, but I also really want people to enjoy and be able to use what I'm making because my whole work is about making people happy. You know, you can waltz up and, you know, all of a sudden now you have jewels coming out of your crotch, which I think is just something everybody wants, you know. I need to also have pieces that are real furniture objects, and this is kind of a real furniture object, you know, version of that. And these have little vases that you can, little vials, and you can fill out and put fresh flowers based on your mood or holiday or whatever. As a woman, it's often questioned whether or not, you know, I make my own furniture. People will come into my shop for a studio visit or something and be like, so who makes your furniture? It's like, my table saw's right there. Who do you think's coming in here and using it? When you're in your studio and you're being a selfish artist, you know, and the whole world is falling apart outside, it doesn't feel good. You can't just sit in there and make this stuff without considering the whole world around you. Crafting the future is artists working together to provide equitable opportunities in the arts. And we looked around our community and were upset about the lack of racial and ethnic diversity in the fields of craft, art, and design. And I realized that I couldn't wait for somebody else to fix this problem, and that it was going to be something that I had to actively work towards myself. So I am very fortunate. I have been a Penland instructor, a Penland resident artist, and Penland student. And you know, the thing that I've gotten out of it the most is the community of loving artists. And the thing I want to give back is expanding that community to include more people in our world.
I just love that Annie makes miniatures of all her chairs.
Well, you're in for a big treat. Since we couldn't bring the life-size chair to our audience, we're going miniature.
Wow, we look great in miniature. And check out this chair. I just love the smell of fresh flowers.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Just like the life-size chair you're actually bidding on, this golden Windsor flower chair starts with the angled legs, stretcher, and shaped seat that mark the traditional Windsor chair form. But that's where tradition's end and fun begins, as the spindles that form the back bend gracefully and curve playfully. Let the gold leaf shimmer and the scent of fresh flowers draw you in and take a seat. Like all of Annie's chairs, this is a piece meant to be experienced, not just admired from a distance. This piece is open for bidding, so remember to refresh your screens and bid just as fast as you can and as many times as you can. Whew. Back to reality. And the bids are already rolling in.
Yes, it's looking good. 324, I'm with you.
Excuse me, I have a white glove delivery for Penland benefit auction. Can you please sign here?
Sure. Thank you.
I wonder what it is.
I don't know, but look at these bids. They're going crazy.
Yes. Let's do it. Oh
my
my
God.
goodness. Oh, look, Jesse, it's the chair.
It's the chair. It looks even better than I
Oh
imagined.
my gosh.
If you haven't gotten a bid in for this chair, you must do it now. You absolutely must. And look at everybody go. If we only had a couple $100 more, we would be beyond market value.
Yes.
It would be a world record for us in miniature form that we've never been able to do.
And it's
before.
all for Penland, folks, remember.
That is absolutely amazing. Not in my wildest dreams would I have pictured us having the real chair with us.
It is so beautiful.
And we did it. We're there. We're over market value.
Woo!
All right.
Fantastic.
That's awesome. So, and that being said, looks like we're down to our final bidders. So make sure you get a bid in. If not, watch the timer and look for the close of this item.
That was exciting. Someone is going to love sitting in Annie's fabulous chair. And for those of you who are missing that Penland porch life, imagine you and a friend in these chairs.
It was a comfortable sit. I needed a break. So I would like to, it would be my honor actually, to present bidder number 186 for winning Gold Reach by Alex Bernstein for a total bid price of $4,100. Thank you very much and congratulations.
All right, our next item is package 506, Margaret Couch Cogswell. And some fun facts about former Penland resident artist Margaret Cogswell. Margaret prefers to use common, everyday materials in her work. She has a dog fixation even though she's a cat person, and she believes that bringing a smile is a worthy goal.
And bring a smile her work always does. No one can resist the whimsical critters Margaret brings to life. These huckleberry friends may be made of paper mache, acrylic paint, ink, and graphite, but Margaret has infused them with emotion and depth that resonates with us all. This piece is open for bidding. So remember to refresh your screens and bid away. I just love these guys.
Honestly, if I had a bidding number, this is the package that I would be trying to win today.
This is the one.
Yes, so 127, 823, I'm with you.
All right. Well, I think that we're going to get some great bid action on this one. I really do. Look at 1004 bid number.
Yeah.
1004. I haven't seen that one yet, but I'm really proud of them for joining the party. Look at them coming again.
Yes, 1004.
1020's back in the game.
You.
And we're almost at market value. The goal here would be to double that, I think. That would be my personal goal for the people out in the world.
Absolutely.
And look at
done
that.
it.
There we are. A lot of great activity. Everybody's going back and forth. And I think they're doing it in a friendly way, even though they're being very competitive. You know, if we're all in here, a crowd together, they might send a side eye or something to that effect. But I think in this way, it's safe and everybody's happy and friendly, although we would love to be together.
It's true.
All right, 1020, great job. So it looks like we're getting down to our final bidders. If you are bidding, make sure to focus on the bid platform and that closing timer. I'd like to take a moment to remind everyone that the quality and lag time of this stream is dependent on your internet connection. So if you're experiencing a lag, that's not my southern accent, that's your internet connection, and it makes it confusing to bid, you should ignore me, you may already be, and watch for the open and close of the bidding page. Just be sure to refresh often. Your web page, drinks, whatever. Okay, now it is, this is my favorite part because I get to tell the winners who won and that type of thing.
That's exciting.
So big congratulations to bidder number 324. I wish I knew your name. Maybe I do. But bidder 324 wins Annie Evelyn's Golden Windsor chair for a final bid price of $5,334.81. Congratulations.
Yes! Well done, everyone. Okay, next we have package 507 right here. We have Jenna Goldberg. Jenna Goldberg is a Providence, Rhode Island-based artist, primarily making furniture and jewelry boxes like this beautiful flower jewelry box we have here today. Raised in a family of artists, Jenna started creating at a young age, but it was her travels throughout the Middle East that helped form her love of pattern and antiquities. Jenna teaches part-time at Rhode Island School of Design in the Industrial Design Department. And like many of our artists, she has been an instructor and a student over the years here at Penland.
The details on this jewelry box are just unbelievable. Its exterior is hand-carved and hand-painted. The interior patterns are original and silk-screened onto the wood. And just look at all the layers of trays and compartments. This is an organizer's dream. And this piece is now open for bidding, so be sure to refresh your bid pages. Jenna's work can be found in the permanent collection of the Mint Museum of Art and Design in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the Renwick Gallery in Washington, D.C. This is your chance to add her to your collection. Some fun facts about Jenna. Her hobbies include swing dancing, screen printing, and making shoes. And we are off.
So she's making shoes so she can swing dance in them.
Absolutely. Can you swing dance?
Fantastic. No. But I would try.
You would, yeah. I also cannot swing dance. But we could do bid dance.
We can do this.
That's bid dancing.
1,000.
Let's go, bidders.
Bidder
Come on, bidders.
1,000.
We don't dance for just anyone. You can really think inside the box here and bid as much as you possibly can. Let's get this to market value. I think this is such an interesting and wonderful piece. And there you go. Bidder number 1010.
Double digits.
we've got all 4-digit bid numbers. We need some three-digit bid numbers to get in there.
Right, 123, 542. Looking for you.
Right, good memory. Wow. So it looks like we're getting down to our final bidders. You guys are doing wonderful. You guys have the hard part. We've got the easy part. Good job at home bidding away. And just remember to focus on your bid timer on the bidding page as we move on to the next item. And as we get ready for that, I would like to say congratulations to bid number 1005, winning Huckleberry Friends by Margaret Couch Cogswell for a winning bid of $3,103.70. Congratulations. Now, during all that, I've lost my co-host. SB? There you are.
I couldn't resist trying out this two-wheeled bench. Don't you just love it?
I do. You had me so worried, but now I can see why you went where you went.
In 1979, James D.W. Cooper was studying history and headed towards law school, but paying his bills by making and repairing jewelry. He was given a gift to take a class at Penland, and that experience solidified the belief that he could be a professional artist. So he went home and quit law school to become a metalsmith. This revelation came full circle in the mid-90s when he was invited to teach at Penland for the first time. Jim said it was a sweet moment for him because Penland changed his life.
Jim enjoys the process of repurposing or recycling materials or found objects, finding beauty or interest in the discarded. He found these wheels in the woods on his farm, most likely an artifact from the property's past history of logging. And the vibrant yellow cord is made of recycled materials. The rest of the bench is beautifully hand-forged, and it's the biggest piece he's ever woven. This piece is open for bidding. May I sit with you?
Please.
He had to be very coordinated.
Oh, good one.
That's a $1,000 joke.
I mean, 2,000,
Right.
3,000, 4,000.
3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 4,000, 5,000, 4,000, 5,000. Come on, guys.
All right.
Right. It's got some good action going. This is it sits well, doesn't it?
This is phenomenal. I would put it in my backyard or in my living room, in my bedroom.
Absolutely. All right, so it looks like we are down to our final bidders. Make sure to focus on the bid timer and for the close of this item. And as we move on, it is my most distinct honor to congratulate bidder number 803 for winning Flower Jewelry Box by Jenna Goldberg for a winning bid of $2,433.50. Congratulations.
Awesome. Okay, now we have package 509, which I'm wearing currently. This
You look
indigo
very nice, by
shawl.
the way. Sorry.
Thank you, Jesse. This indigo shawl is by Catherine Ellis. She first came to Penland as a concentration student in 1976, and for more than 40 years has been a textile artist, maker, and educator. 30 of those years, Catherine was on the faculty of Haywood Community College, where she was responsible for the textile program in the School of Professional Crafts. Now retired, she is focusing her work on researching, applying, and teaching about the use of natural dyes in textiles.
Catherine's studio practice typically combines weaving and dyeing to create unique fabrics, often employing woven shibori, a technique that she devised herself. Woven shibori is derived from the traditional Japanese shibori resist methods, but incorporates supplemental threads woven into the cloth to create precise resist patterns. This cotton and silk shawl was hand-woven on her loom using her original woven shibori process and dyed in her organic indigo vat with a traditional indigo dye. It's meant to be worn and used. And this piece is opening for bidding. So remember to refresh your screens as you bid away.
This is pretty comfortable.
It's very fashionable. And as you're bidding, if you're interested in learning more about her process, check out her book, Woven Shibori, that focuses on natural dies. Very great presentation. We have to get your miniature version being able to do that as well.
Right.
All right, so we're almost at market value, guys. Just keep it rolling.
Yes, let's do it.
These are exciting times.
$4.92. Yes.
That's wonderful, wonderful. $4.92. Every time you say someone's number, they bid for you. If I say someone's number, they bid for you. I don't know. I need some people on my team.
904.
Yeah, this is
see
very
you.
exciting. Yeah, we're having to scroll our page in order to see all the bids that are rolling in. All right. All right, guys, make sure to focus on that timer as looks like we're getting down to our final bidders. Focus on the bid page, bid 7 more times each, and then we're going to move on to the next item.
Okay. Up next, we have package 510. Christina Cordova was a resident artist here from 2002 to 2005. After her residency, she made her home in Penland. Her work is primarily in clay, but she also works in other mediums, and the human figure is integral to her work. She exhibits and teaches internationally.
For Christina, the profound change brought upon by the pandemic catalyzed many insights into the nature of making and interconnectedness. Amidst layers of fear and uncertainty, she continues to find a clearer sense of purpose around her practice. The act of making captures a moment in time where intention and material fluency come together. It encapsulates hope. This piece reflects an openness to sharing that simple joy of trying something new that transforms what you know so well. It pivots from her purely sculptural work and plays with the idea of function. It aligns the archetype of the head as a vessel of consciousness with a functional format that allows for collaboration through the arranging of foliage or flowers. It affirms little truths that were easy to forget. Be playful, connect with purpose, and turn often to nature, bringing it close. This piece is opening for bidding. Make sure to refresh your screens. You should see it momentarily, and here we go. All right, look at that, 1040 back in the game.
Awesome.
1016,
I'm sure everyone knows Christina is our neighbor. She lives right down the hill, and she's a wonderful person, and everything she makes is phenomenal.
And I think everybody agrees with you. If you'll notice the bid page, let's get this over market value, though.
Yeah, 473, 805.
There's our 3-digit winners. Come on, guys. You can do that. We're at 2141. I need a 59 and 37 cent bid.
Okay,
Look at that. That's great,
we're
guys.
over market value.
What a fun little time at Penland.
More for Penland.
All right. Great job, guys. So it looks like we're starting to slow down and get down to our final bidders there. Make sure you keep going. If I'm saying don't listen to me, just keep bidding. And watch for that closing timer. And as we're closing that out, a couple congratulations are in order. First off, big congrats to bidder number 399 for winning the Indigo Dyed Shawl by Catherine Ellis for $1,196.80. Congratulations. And also, bidder number 815 for winning D.W. Cooper's two-wheel bench. Thank you very much for $19.85.80. Congratulations.
All right, next up, we have Shay Bishop, has just arrived to talk about this year's Fund a Need.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to fund a need?
Is that better? Hi, everybody. I'm Shay Bishop. I've been a student, an assistant, a volunteer, and an employee at Penland over the years, but many of you just know me as the man in the bow tie. If we've learned anything this year, it's the value of staying open and adaptable to new needs, routines, and ways of working together. It's become clear that Penland has to adapt our close-knit, hands-on structure to the new climate brought on by this pandemic. And that's exactly what we intend to do. We believe in our immersive workshop model as the best way to foster transformative experiences in the studios. Time at Penland is alive. It's about more than just creating objects. It's about creating new opportunities, connections, experiences, things you could get no other way. It's about being part of a generous and caring community. Penland Metals instructor Suzanne Pugh put it best when she said, "If you've never heard someone say, 'Penland changed my life,' you might not have met anyone who's been to Penland." I couldn't agree more. Thousands of Penland students, instructors, residents, core fellows, staff, neighbors, and snakes consider this place a creative home. With all of us in mind, we ask for your help to get our programs up and running again. We've identified 3 major areas where we can update our tools and infrastructure to go a long way toward making Penland a safe and creative environment for all of us. With many small, smart changes to our dining hall, our studios, and our campus gathering spaces, we can significantly increase the safety of our programs. So, please, raise your virtual paddles and contribute generously. Your support is what will allow us to get our workshops running again and get our artists back into the studios. Thanks to you, we can create a slightly more distant, but every bit as vibrant Penland experience. Our goal today is to raise $100,000 toward these needs. And thanks to generous contributions that have already come in during the week, we are starting off at $26,400 already. I'm gonna start the bidding increments right now at $10,000 for anyone who can afford to support us at this level. This will be a tremendous contribution to these changes that we need to make. And you know what? You can think of this as if you're bidding on an item, and the item is getting to come back to Penland. You get to come back to Penland. You get to come back to Penland. You get to come back to Penland. This means so much to all of us. Fantastic. We're at 38,150 already. I mean, this is so near and dear to my heart. When I come by Penland, I want to see those closed signs coming down. I want to see the campus alive with people learning and getting to know each other again next year. So please, if you can afford to contribute, please do so. All right, I'm going to take it to $5,000, and anyone who can support us, the $5,000 level, that alone, one bid will cover our improvements to our studios by helping us put in sanitizing stations for every studio. It'll be enough to remodel the dish room in the Pines. Think about it. You're bidding on the opportunity to be eating with all of your friends in the Pines again. I mean, how can you put a price on that? All right, thank you so much. We're over halfway, $57,150 already. We're so close to, all right. We're so close to the $61,000 that we'll need to completely outfit our studios for the new safety measures that we need to take to make Penland viable going forward. All right, 58. Just watching the numbers roll up. Bidder 1037, 181. All right, I'm picturing your faces. I wish I could see you, but I feel you, and my heart goes out to everybody who's contributing right now. I can't wait to see you in the coffee shop next summer, to shake your hand from the distance, and in gratitude for all of your contributions today. Thank you so much to everyone. Let's take it to $2,500 for anyone who can contribute at $2,500. This will be enough to provide food bar modifications, plexiglass barriers, all sorts of things that are going to help make our dining hall safe. And for $1,000, anyone who can support us at $1,000, you too. These smaller bids are going to add up and going to be just as meaningful to us as the larger ones. We, for $15,000, we can create more gathering areas outside so that we have safe spaces to social distance and gather out of doors. We can create modifications to some existing outdoor areas to make them more cold proof for our fall and spring concentrations when the weather's still kind of nippy here in the mountains. We can get an outdoor screen and projector so we can have movie nights and slide nights outdoors, and then, you know, we'll all be under our umbrellas when it rains. It'll be a blast. Think of the camaraderie and all of the tools for our studios so that everyone can have their individual set of tools and we don't have to share, so we can limit contact between people. The only thing that we can do in these difficult and scary times is to adapt, and every dollar that you contribute today is helping us to do that, and it just means so much. So we're at $77,780. All right, everybody. Incredible. We're over 3/4 of the way to our goal. If anyone can contribute $500, that would be incredibly generous and helpful to us as well. $250. Fund a Need at Penland's auction every year is a collaborative project, and many hands make light work. So every little bit counts. Please, anything that you can do to get us a little bit closer to our goal is so, so very appreciated. I know that I have had a really difficult time this year in many ways, but knowing that Penland is not here open and doing the things that it normally does is, it's just a burden on my heart, and I hope that next year we can all be reunited in person. So we're at almost $80,000, and the bids are slowing down, but you know what? We have almost reached our goal to make all of these improvements that are going to make it possible for us to have classes in person again next year. And that is nothing that we could do any other way than with your support. So thank you so much to everybody. All right, now we're going to take a brief 5-minute intermission so that everybody can get up and grab a snack, refresh those drinks, and in the meantime, we'll show you some fun memories from auctions past for you to enjoy. Thank you so much.
welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a great intermission. We certainly did here. Before we get started, I get to do something very exciting, which is to say congratulations to bidder number 809 for winning Cabeza Abierta by Cristina Cordova for $4,050.86. All right.
Yes.
Congratulations. All right, so very important note. Make sure right this moment, refresh your bid page, and SB is going to kick us off to the next artist.
All right, folks, package 511. It's a pleasure to introduce you to our next featured artist, Dan Neville, whose thoughtfully designed and carefully crafted metalwork exemplifies the level of craftsmanship we value at Penland. We hope you enjoy this short video about Dan and his work.
My name is Dan Neville, and I'm a blacksmith, educator, and associate director at the Center for Metal Arts. So my background is in metalsmithing. As an undergrad student, I learned more jewelry and hollowware skills. And as I moved forward throughout my undergraduate degree, I got introduced to blacksmithing. After graduate school, I moved to the lower Hudson Valley in New York, where I started working at the Center for Metal Arts with my partner, Pat Quinn. And shortly after, we moved the school to a mill town called Johnstown, Pennsylvania. So being trained as a metalsmith, I learned a lot about hammer control and how to move sheet metal. And so those skills I learned as a metalsmith translated really well into forged steel. So creating steel vessels is a really natural thing for me to do. Working with hollow forms and combining them with forged elements is a really good way for me to complete a design that I have in my head, kind of translating what I already knew into a new harder material was really intriguing to me and a new challenge. Being in this old mill town and surrounded by the legacy of the Cambria Iron Company has been really inspiring to my current body of work. So I think, I first assisted at Penland 4 years ago, and the following summer was invited to teach my own class there. I think it's really important for me to teach the craft that I know because it's easy for it to be lost. Working with steel, it's this material that kind of stands the test of time. So I think it's really exciting to work with it and to teach people how to use it and create an object that can also become a part of history. So in my work, after I create the initial hollow form, I put the piece in the forge, and throughout time in the forge it builds up a fire scale that I later brush off. That creates this really beautiful surface over the body of the form. That allows a really nice surface to add the color and then wear it back so it gives this more warm, aged look. So I use these machines to help find precision or accuracy in my work, but it's important for me to leave evidence of the hand. The human touch is seen in each hammer blow or file mark I make. So kind of finding that balance is really important to me. You know, I don't want it to look crude or rough. I want it to be refined.
There's nothing crude about footing box. It is made from forged, formed, and fabricated steel. Through use of heat, scale builds up on the surface of the vessel, creating a texture for the enamel paint to attach to. This work is about the small details found in an industrial landscape and the methods used to create a structure that will withstand time. This piece is open for bidding. Remember to refresh your screens and bid away. Dan is excited about creating division of zones, layers, and the challenge of making all the parts come together. Manipulation of pattern and elements commonly found in these visited sites come through in his work from forging, forming, and fabricating steel. Service has become a key concept in his understanding of craft. Therefore, creating objects with purpose or function is satisfying to Dan. So I think everybody's getting really excited about this footing box.
823.
See, what I love about these 4 bidders, 5, 10, 15, however many there are, is they came back from intermission ready to play. And some people are still waking up a little bit, but these guys are ready to go. We're going to get this to market value, I do believe, in my heart and soul. And I need to tell you something, if I may.
Please.
There's an endorphin that releases in the brain if you bid. It's some kind of scientific thing. When you hit the bid, you get an endorphin, like 1026 is now experiencing this great feeling, this natural high. It's very healthy, and it's a true thing. I've watched it on the radio.
It's like running a race.
It really is, yes, yes. And you want to be the first to the finish line in outbidding everyone else in a very nice way, no curse words. And we're just almost to market value, so 1 or 2 more bids would get us there.
Yes, 831.
1026.
Woohoo!
Refresh your page. You don't know it, but you want to bid 2 more times. I
You
really
could
think you
hide
can get
lots
there.
of things in this box, y'all.
There, oh, there you are, 1026. That's all right, all right. 1026, currently my favorite best friend. All right, so great job, guys. It does look like it's starting to slow down. So if you are bidding, make sure to focus on that timer on the bid page as we move along to the next artist.
Okay, next we have this fantastic piece. Package 512 is Annie Lemansky. Annie is a former Penland resident and is a multidisciplinary artist currently focusing on the complex symbiotic relationship between humans and animals and the exploitation of the natural world to suit our needs. She incorporates 2-dimensional collage with 3-dimensional sculptures that are cohesive and complementary in scope. In her 2-dimensional works, there is a sense of suffocation as a result of human interference and the accompanying man-made byproduct.
Today we present to you metaphysical mineral quartz. This archival pigment print is mounted to a wood panel and was created from an original hand-cut and pasted collage. Quartz is one of a series of prints inspired by the metaphysical properties attributed to minerals. Clear quartz is said to be all-powerful. It amplifies energy and thought. This piece is opening for bidding. Remember to refresh your screens and bid away.
I think it even comes through in the photograph how vibrant this collage work is by Annie. It's just radiating energy.
It really is. It really is. You know, it inspires power. Clear quartz. It's very powerful that I've learned this. And look, everybody else agrees with me. That's obviously my original idea and thought.
473 for sure.
473 is playing the game really well. If you guys could all take notes on 473's program,
Yeah.
strategy.
823, I would keep clicking that button.
Look at 1016 coming in. Hiding it first, comes in strong. 473's right back in the action. 809.
Awesome.
809. Just sliding in there with a very aggressive and almost winning bid. But 1016, you're making me proud. One of the better bidders I've seen. One of the better bidders. 809.
Yes.
Look at that. They're starting to get a hand on it. They're starting to get it. And that's really great to see. You know, the world needs a place like Penland more than anything else, I would think, in these times. And I'm really proud to see all the support that everybody's giving.
Absolutely.
So it does look like it's starting to slow down. So make sure to focus on the closing timer, focus on the bidding platform, and make sure you do everything you can to win this piece. And as we go on to the next package, I'm really excited to congratulate bidder number 1026 for winning Footing Box for a final bid of $1,736.16.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Woohoo! Fantastic! All right, y'all, we have package 513. Shane Farrow was only 15 when he first began working with glass. He first came to Penland as a studio assistant to Fred Burkhill in 1988 and returned to teach with Fred in 1989. By 1990, he had moved to the Penland area. At that time, Penland had not yet established a consistent flameworking program. Hunter Carrier, the director at that time, approached Shane to help bring in flamework instructors and grow the program, eventually becoming what it is today. Shane is taught nationally and internationally, and his work can be found in both private and public collections worldwide.
Shane's 50 years working in glass is evident in black spruce and woodpecker. The hot and flame-drawn glass bottle was made at the University of Louisville with fellow Penland artist and board member Jay Rhodes. Shane sandblasted and acid-etched the piece at Penland. The delicate and beautiful bird stopper was flame-worked in his studio and cold-worked later. This piece is opening for bidding. Remember to refresh your screens and bid away.
So Shane is another neighbor of ours, and I know he's very influenced by Juan Miro.
No?
And something really special about this piece, this bottle was made at U of L when I was still a student there.
Really?
And Shane came as a visiting artist, which was awesome.
Yes.
And we had really poor weather, so half of the class actually couldn't make it, but I was there. And so I got to hang out with Shane a lot,
got
and we had
exclusive treatment.
a great time.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I would say that story's worth about $5,000
Yes.
to you bidding at home. I think it's very important to channel what SB just told you into your wallets through your computer.
And
go ahead, sorry.
we're not only bidding to get Shane's piece, we are bidding for Penland.
And as you admire that piece at home, once you win this, you can always say, I got this amazing piece, and I did something amazing for Penland.
Absolutely.
All right. Great job, bidders. $359. Thank you very much. Okay, and it's starting to slow down a bit, so I think we will start to begin the process of moving on to the next artist. Make sure you focus on the bid screen and the bid timer as it closes. And as we move along, I want to say congratulations to 809 for winning Annie Lemansky's Metaphysical Mineral Quartz for $1,728.18. Congratulations.
Do you hear thunder?
I do hear thunder. It wouldn't be a Penland auction without rain. Wait, we're inside. We don't need these.
All right. So, you know what they say. Reading is fundamental. And look what we have here, an ABC book by Kathy Edelman. Kathy is an internationally known design binder. She has become immersed in Penland. She is a current board member, friend, and community member, and is often a student and auction volunteer, and has taught here at Penland several times.
Though she specializes in binding newly printed letterpress books, or occasionally rebinding a first edition, Sex by the Letter is a rare piece. It was written and printed on honeymoon copperplate paper in a class here at Penland. Tucked inside a clamshell box, this accordion fold book is 18 feet long when fully opened and was made start to finish by Kathy's own hand. We know this will make an exciting addition to anyone's collection. And this piece is open for bidding. Please refresh your screens and bid away. And personally, I think Kathy is one of the dearest people I've met at Penland.
She honestly is.
She's been a great friend to me and helped me in these auctions quite a bit.
She's a great woman, and I can't wait for all of you to see what's inside of this box.
But you do have to win it to see,
It's true.
unless you know who wins it and they're willing to show you. But I think they should charge you for that opportunity since they are going to win this. All right, look at this. This is great. 823,
Yeah, 823.
1008, 1008. I'm telling you.
1008.
1008.
I think 823 is going to pull through on this one.
No, I've got 1008 all the way. 1008 all the way. See there? 1008.
Okay.
It's a real winner. 823, you can do it. I'll support you as well.
I'm with 823. See,
And
there
921.
we go.
921, feel free to jump back in. You start it, you can finish it. 1008, 1008, 1008, 1008.
Ooh.
1001. How about it? That's great. We're over market value. What a wonderful piece. Very exciting.
Great work, everyone.
823. Woo! Will not be denied. 1008, back in the game. All right, that is so great.
Keep it rolling.
I kind of envisioned that 823 and 1008 are in the same house or maybe at the same watch party, and they're like just not even realizing what their bidder numbers are. Why are they texting so much? Oh, they're bidding.
Gosh.
All right, 823 still trying to do it. While
823.
these guys battle it out, guys, focus on the closing timer on the bid page as we move along to the next item. Great activity. I'm very proud of everyone. And before we start the next piece, great congratulations to bidder number 319 for winning Shane Farrow's Black Spruce and Woodpecker for $2,960. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Yes. Okay, folks. Up next, we have package 515. Carved in mahogany and oak, this fantastic beast is the work of Dan Essig. There's a book, a boat, and a ladder, and it most definitely includes the 4th century Ethiopian-style Coptic binding that is always at the heart of Dan's work. Dan began his book studies at Penland, spent several years here as a core fellow in the early 90s, and has taught here many times, occasionally teaming with one of his mentors, Dolph Smith.
Like all of his book-based sculptures, the bits of mica, tin, steel, and handmade paper used in the wings, scales, and surfaces tell a story. Lift celebrates 30 years of Dolph Smith's guidance, inspiration, and friendship. In fact, the wooden ladder held in its mouth was made by Dolph. Fun fact, did you know that the miniature book in the boat is removable? And its cover contains a paper airplane? And you can open it? This piece is now open for bidding. Make sure to refresh your screens and bid away.
All right, where's this one soaring off to?
I'm so jealous you came up with that, not me.
It's a saga, remember.
I think a famous person once said, if you can own a dragon and a boat and a ladder and a paper airplane, it'd be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Absolutely.
I can almost guarantee you no one's ever owned a dragon, boat, ladder, and a paper airplane and book at the same time.
Probably not, but 1026 might.
Well, 1005 is going to have something to say about that. 1005 sees the true market value. It's just a little bit under it, but I think they're going to pull through. You're welcome to bid as many times as you want. You don't have to wait on someone else.
Yeah.
In a live auction, I might not let you do that, or I would let you do it if you agreed, but here, I mean, it's mandatory. Everybody has to bid 3 times. I don't know if you read that in your bylaws. I didn't go cover it in the rules of engagement, but great job, 1026 coming in.
Doing great, folks. This is looking amazing.
I know. What an exciting time at Penland.
Great weather.
Dragons.
Dragons, books, ladders.
I know. Really climbing up to higher places. All right. So, looks like we're winding down. 1018, looking great. 1026, you can do it. 1005.
Woo.
Is that how you say it? 1005 if there's 2 digits in the middle? 10.
1005.
That sounds good. You're smarter than I am. All right, look at that. That is wonderful, guys. You're very good bidders. Very good bidders. All right, so as it's starting to slow down, focus on the bid page, focus on the closing timer. If you haven't gotten your 3 bids in, make sure to do that now in the next few pieces, and we will move along to the next item. But I must say, I'm very excited for 1001 bidder number 1001, for winning Kathy Adelman's Sex by the Letter for $1,599.28. Congratulations.
Yes! Okay, now we have package 516 by Tara Locklear. Our third and final featured artist is Tara Locklear. Tara's work is always recognizable by its bold colors and graphic visual rhythms, and of course, the broken and recycled skateboards that she uses as her signature material. Tara is another leader in craft, education, and community. This short video shares deeper insight into Tara and her work.
My name is Tara Locklear, and I'm a jewelry artist. All my work is made out of recycled skateboards. If you skate, you understand that these boards and these memories through these boards are extremely precious. You have no idea where these memories have taken the person that owned that you now are remembering. It's kind of like a cameo. They've learned their first trick. First time they snuck out of the house. You know, the first time that they ever bought a board with their own money. Like, whatever it may be. Skateboarders have stacks and stacks at home. When I look at skateboards and when I pick up a box of boards, you know, already the color and the street patinas that are on there from being ridden are really the hallmark of what I'm trying to hold on to. That's the authenticity of the piece, and also it's the memory of the time and the place, and that's the precious component. So everything that I make is one of a kind, for the sheer fact that it can never be repeated, not even on the same board. I donate work every year to the Penland auction, and it's such a special opportunity. I just always wanted to give back to Penland. The very first contemporary jewelry artist I was ever introduced to by my mentor and professor, Robert Evendorf, was a lady by the name of Marcia McDonald. Fast forward, I applied for a scholarship, and I got the Marcia McDonald Scholarship. And I got to be able to write a thank you letter to that family to explain how I had been introduced to the lens of jewelry through Marcia's work. And it was a really special moment, and I've been going back ever since. This piece, I'm donating a necklace to the Penland auction, and it's called the Gold Band Collet. The collet kind of harkens back to historical 18th century jewelry of the High Court. And I love playing with the idea of presenting a very precious material to the skateboard community and the people that ride in this very precious format. You know, instead of working with like gold and rubies, I think it's such a magical mix. So I like that attitude of it. Penland is community, Penland is family. And Penland makes me think of wanting to be a part of that community forever. It's a home away from home.
This one-of-a-kind gold band teardrop collet is a sinuous necklace of hand-carved wooden teardrops in shades of teal, black, red, and yellow. And it is made extra special by the splashes of metallic gold that flecks its surface. A very rare feature on found skate decks. The findings on this piece are fabricated oxidized steel, and like many of Tara's pieces, each side of this piece is different and can potentially be worn either way. It is a prime example of everyday jewelry, the playful, powerful, individual, and always eye-catching work that is Tara's forte. This piece is open for bidding. Please refresh your screens and bid away. Tara has been a studio assistant more than once and taught her first class at Penland in 2015. She has donated to the benefit auction every year since. We are grateful for her generosity, as we are for all the artists who teach, donate work, and keep Penland a creative, nurturing space for students to learn and to grow. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but people are trying to win your necklace, your collet, excuse me.
I just want people to know, even though I'm dressed up because it's our auction, you can wear this even with a white t-shirt and you'd look fabulous.
You really would.
And you'd feel fabulous.
And it's all about feeling. And I think, Bidder 904 probably feels better than anybody in the world right now because of the scientific evidence I provided earlier about endorphins being released when you bid 5 times or more. And we're over market value, which is just wonderful. It's always great to see that.
Ooh, yes.
1040.
1040.
1040. I think 904 really wants that feeling again. They're just kind of dizzy. It felt so good the first time. They've got to collect themselves and hit it. There they are. Yeah,
There they
got a 904.
are, 904. We love you.
Great job. We're not biased to any specific bidders, just the ones that aren't winning. Like we like the winners.
Right.
And we love them all, but like we like the winners, and then we like the next one, and it just keeps. I do. I don't know how you feel about it, but
I love them all.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Anyway, back to you. So it's starting to slow down a little bit. Good job. Great efforts, everybody. Keep bidding. Watch that closing timer, and focus on the bid page. And we're going to move along to the next artist. But before you go there, I want to say congratulations to bidder number 1026, who we've heard a lot from today, for winning Lift by Daniel Essig for a winning bid price of $6,168.40. Congratulations.
Fantastic. That's what we want to see.
All right.
All right. Now we have package 517 from former core fellow Jack Mach. He is a polymath artist working in wood, metal, and ceramics. Jack moved back to Western North Carolina last year and started a co-working studio in Spruce Pine with 4 other Penland artists. And in 2019 and 2020, Jack has been working with Penland to help integrate digital manufacturing processes into the studios and programming.
Jack is quite the Renaissance man, and we are happy to present this playful set of goblets. Made from formed and cast pewter, who wouldn't want to sip from this delightful duo? This piece is open for bidding. Make sure to refresh your screens. Do you have any goblets like this?
I don't.
No, they don't exist anywhere else in the entire world.
Well, where did they walk out of?
Where will they walk into?
Better question. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, hey.
They feel
gonna put mine
pretty
down.
great.
They do have a great feel. And pewter is really provides a lot of power to whatever's in the goblet. Also, watch that on the radio. I'm a scientist. Bidder number 1018, getting after it, 1035.
1035.
Look at that.
For sure.
Absolutely. What animal do you think these feet are modeled after?
You know, I've actually been trying to figure that out. I don't know if it's a chicken.
I don't think it's a chicken because of the webbed feet. I'm
Or-
thinking platypus.
Really?
No.
Platypus? A platypus baby.
Yeah.
Okay, even better. Platypus baby foot cup.
Nobody's ever had one before. But 18 is getting ready to win this, unless 1008 gets in there, 1035.
We're doing great, y'all. Good
I know,
work.
Look at that. And I think what's also quite beautiful, if I may go off script, that it's good to see so many different numbers. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just the same. It's so many people out there supporting Penland. And 222, it's a perfect point. Haven't seen 222 yet. That's
Not
wonderful.
yet.
Look at that. So thank you all for supporting Penland in such a fun and exciting way. And as we get down to our final bidders here, 818, we're going to move along and focus on the closing timer, the refresh button, closing timer, bid page. And I'm going to tell you something really exciting. Bidder number 1040, congratulations for winning the Graduated Golden Teardrop Collet by Tara Locklear for $1,150.98. Congratulations.
Hallelujah. Okay, now we have package 518 from recent core fellow and clay instructor Eleanor Anderson. Eleanor describes her work in words we couldn't say better. Her work is filled with bright and unexpected colors in combination with graphic patterns to inspire a sense of tactility and joy. Eleanor is inspired by handmade objects such as quilts, rugs, baskets, and clothing.
As evidence on this wall, Eleanor is interested in large-scale weaving. Fergunta was made using a chunky wool weft that is wrapped with fiber accents to create vertical and horizontal shapes. This piece is inspired by Gunta Stoltz, whose adventurous creativity captivated many students at the Bauhaus Weaving Department. And this piece is open for bidding. Remember to refresh your screens and wrap yourself up in this delightful piece of art.
I'm sure many of you know how bright Eleanor is, and her personality is just as bright as Fergunta.
All right, let's get it going here. Have you felt the texture of the piece?
You know, I actually haven't.
Well, you should.
It's actually very comfortable.
See?
And my favorite color is found right here.
And what color would that be?
It's like mauve, almost lilac, could be lavender.
Wow, mauve.
Yes.
I don't know if I could even spell mauve. But 1040 could. 1040 understands the value.
1040 is marvelous.
Oh, you're breaking my heart. That's wonderful. Marvelous. That is so great. 1018 obviously understands great humor. 1040 back in the game. I just want to break into it.
1040!
All right. That is great stuff. Marvelous. That's marvelous. Man, I got to use that. Can I use that?
Please.
Okay, thank you. I'll always credit you.
Okay.
All right. So it looks like we're getting down to the final bidders here. Thank you guys very much. And we're going to move along to the next piece. So focus on that closing timer. Focus on the bid page. And before we start, I'm very excited to announce bidder 818, I was with you the whole way, wins Footed Goblets by Jack Mach for $2,283 and a nickel. Congratulations.
Yes. Fantastic work, everyone. All right, now we have package 519. You may have seen Catherine Gray on the Netflix series Blown Away, where she was the resident evaluator. Gray is a brilliant glassblower who works calmly, smoothly, and with what appears to be complete control of the material. Her work is in prominent collections, including the Corning Museum of Glass and the Tacoma Museum of Glass. Catherine is a professor at California State University of San Bernardino. Although she has taught at Penland several times in the past, we were thrilled to have her here at Penland for a week this last fall as a visiting artist. It was during this week that she gifted us with this stunning opaline candelabra.
Many people know that each fall and spring, Penland invites a visiting artist to join us for 1 or 2 weeks to engage with concentration instructors and students. The intent is to add an invigorating presence to the session, enhancing the experience for everyone. This candelabra was blown and hot worked right here in Penland's glass studio during just such a week. And this piece is opening for bidding. Remember to refresh your screens.
Okay, so the color of this glass is an experimental white made in our studio here at Penland by glass coordinator Nick Fruin. And something really special about this piece is it was completely assembled in the hot shop. So all the parts were made individually and then joined together, which is really amazing.
Yeah, it sounds impossible.
I mean, it clearly is possible.
Well, I know, but...
By Catherine Gray.
Absolutely, only by Catherine Gray. And obviously 901, 819, 904, 901 again understand what you just said. And it's absolutely beautiful. It makes me nervous when I'm standing on that side. I'm glad you're standing over there now. Because it scares me that I would drop it or bump it.
Well, it was really amazing to have Catherine here in the fall, because as a glassmaker myself, she's one of the female leading in our medium. So it was really amazing.
And that had to be incredible experience for you
It was awesome.
and for everybody. Great. All right, so we just need a few more bidders, and we're going to get this to market value, guys. So far, I mean, we're hitting the marks left, right, up, and down everywhere. So 901, where you at? 819?
819.
You always pick the one that's on top. That's not fair. 319 now.
Oh,
See?
319. I haven't seen you.
These guys, see, this is wonderful. $32.92, or I don't do math.
8 cents.
Yeah, but if we had 92 more cents and then $31, then we'd be at market value.
Well, let's get there. 319. I'm calling you out.
These people don't understand the strain it is for me to do this kind of math. So I'm really proud of them. And if they'll just bid one more time, we'll be very excited.
Yeah, we're almost at market value, y'all.
I know. 819. All right. Well, as it slows, there we are.
901. Perfect.
What a way to go, 901. All right. So focus on the closing timer, guys. Looks like we're down to our final bidders. We're going to move along. That is some great fun action. And before we do, I want to tell you something. Bidder number 1018, winning for Gunta by Eleanor Anderson for $3,920.20. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Fantastic. Okay. This is our final package. Get ready. Package 520. We all know Penland is a place that forges friendships and artistic collaboration. Seth Gould and Adam Whitney first met in 2011 when Seth was a core fellow and Adam was the medals coordinator. Most recently, Seth was a resident artist here at Penland 2015 to 2018 and taught a class focused on creating tools, utensils, and utilitarian objects in steel. And Adam is returning to Penland as a resident artist later this year.
This stunning vessel was raised by Adam from a flat sheet of brass, then decorated with overlay and patinated by Seth Gould. This piece is now open for bidding. Refresh your screens. Remember, this is your last opportunity to empty your wallets for Penland and get started. We'll be here supporting you. The silver ornamentation is called Nunom Zogan, a traditional Japanese technique where a small chisel and hammer is used to raise fine teeth on the base metal that is to be overlaid. Thin foil or wire, in this case, fine silver wire, can be pushed into the pattern and burnished in order to adhere to the base material. Does the 01 and the title foreshadow more collaboration to come? We can only hope. I certainly hope so. Personally.
I can't imagine this could be the only one.
No, but just in case it is, you probably want to pay $7,000 to $8,000 today just to secure that. I would if I were you. And as you see, we got some active bidders. It's going
$925.
almost to
sterling
market value. So
silver.
let's keep it rolling. Were you rooting for number one again?
No, yes, I was actually.
925 appreciates that. So they're back in the game.
Well, they definitely know what they're bidding on.
Right? Mm-hmm. Right, absolutely. I don't want this to end because I felt like, you and I and all the Penland supporters out there in the world have really connected over this today. And it's been inspiring to see how many people are bidding and supporting in the Fund the Need and the live auction, the silent auction. So I think if everyone out there bid one more time, we'd be in really good shape. What do you think?
For sure. And we just want to thank you all for tuning in and helping Penland raise money this year.
All right. Well, it looks like it's starting to wind down. So you guys focus on the closing timer and refresh your screens, whatever you need to do. All that stuff I've been saying over and over and over again for the last 20 times. And we will move along as this item closes. So thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a real pleasure to be your co-host, along with the amazing Sarah Beth Post.
Thank you. And it's been a pleasure to be with you, Jesse.
Thank you.
So sit tight because Mia's up next with some exciting numbers to share.
Can I interrupt you?
Yes.
Sorry. Never want to step in front of Mia here, but I must congratulate bidder number 319 for winning Opaline Candelabra by Catherine Gray for $1,452.12. Congratulations.
Okay. So one housekeeping note first. If you won art this week, you will receive an email by Monday with your purchases to review, and credit cards will be run within 1 to 2 business days. If you have any questions, please contact Mariana, Grayson, or Leah in the development office.
Bear with us one moment. Do you know that, to use your words, it has been a marvelous evening. I'm not even sure I know how to spell mauve. I can spell lilac.
I do know how to spell it if you want me to
No,
tell
we'll talk about it off screen.
Yeah. You know,
What was your favorite part of the whole day?
of the whole day? Well, I mean, raising money for Penland.
Right.
The whole
right,
thing.
Right. Well, one of my favorite parts, top 20, would be, because I love them all equally, congratulating bidder number 1005 for winning Seth and Adam's collaboration for $2,320.20. That is just wonderful. I remember I have one too.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having been with us this afternoon. This has been absolutely amazing, and we have raised a lot of money for Penland. Today, we raised $47,213. The Fund in Need raised $97,305. How amazing is that? Combined with the $214 and $95, our grand total is $358,613 for Thank you so much for all the support for Penland. Thank you to Jesse and Sarah Beth and to all the staff that made this happen. I can't wait to see you next year. Thank you.
You got it. Golly.
Thank you.
After you. Great job.
Double festy. Are we still on?